clicked into me. I need this man expeditiously. We're so back. Hey. Me. Hi everyone, it's Janelle. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no vlog, but you know what? It's also been a long time since I've read Better Than the Movie. So imagine how excited I am that today we're gonna be reading Nothing Like the Movies together. I'm so excited. I thought it would be so fun to do a little like reading vlog so that you can get all the juicy details on all my thoughts and my feelings. If I cry, laugh, we'll see what happens. I'm actually pretty nervous because I've been hearing things that make me nervous, sad, scared, excited, everything. So I was like, let me literally just vlog this because I've missed all of you. And also, I just think it's so funny to see my raw reaction whenever I read books, especially when it's a book that I have been anticipating for so long. I pre-ordered this and then it came from Amazon on the day it released, but I've just been super busy with school and everything. So this is quite literally the perfect way, or my ideal way, to wind down. I do have a feeling that I'm going to be finishing this in one sitting. I did not read a single word. Hello, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about the colors. Art is subjective. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all I really have to say because I just want to get into this so badly and I'm super excited. So let's start. Okay, I was in my school clothes, but obviously I had to get all comfy. Big t-shirt, that's the vibe. We're sitting here and we're gonna lock in. But right now I'm gonna pick my highlighters and tabs that I'm gonna use. Usually I tend to just go off what the cover is giving me. Obviously we're getting a lot of blue and purple, but the side is also yellow, so I don't know. Guys, this is like my favorite part of doing any type of annotations. I literally look forward to this. I'm thinking this purple is perfect. A while back I think I got like a question on what highlighters I use, and I used the Mr. Pen ones from Amazon. I think it was like there was a pack of just a bunch for maybe like $12, and they hold up really well, and I feel like they even get better the more that you use them. But the only thing I don't like about it is that they're super deceiving. I'll think that they look like this and then they like come out darker than they are. I don't know. And then I had like a test strip, but I have since lost that, so we're gonna have to like raw dog it. I don't know if that's probably not. Let me not. These are our highlighters that we're going to be using. Change of plans, we're doing yellow. Okay, so I started very briefly. I'm literally on like the 3rd page. I just wanted to talk about how I have not read anything that has been released as bonus content or anything. I told myself that I wanted this all to be a surprise, so I don't know if I'm missing something, or if this was a shock for other people, or maybe it was in bonus stuff, I don't know. But what do you mean we're starting off like that? That's actually crazy. But right now I'm at the part where Liz literally just showed up at the party, and it's his point of view and he's like, she's here. I'm so excited. Am I gonna giggle? Am I not gonna giggle? Because I'm not giggling right now. This is a very, snapped me out of it for this very beginning. Poor Wes though, like, what do you mean? What do you mean his life is going downhill? So tell me why I thought that first part was chapter 1. No, it was just the prologue. It already hurt. Not okay, not doing okay. And what makes it worse is it just only got worse, and I am sure it's gonna get worse from down here. Already the vibe is very different from the first book, which I know like you can't compare the two, but I'm liking the vibe so far. It's very realistic. Because tell me why I didn't realize I was going to be the same age as them, or like in the same boat as them. I think it's a very realistic approach as to like how people change, even in such a short amount of time. How like different people can be, especially like the transition from high school to college. Wes is just making me sad. I'm sorry. Pity party, sorry, but like I truly am just like, oh, things are not looking up for you. And I'm only on chapter 3. Also, I had to take the dust cover off. You already know, like, no, there's no way I'm reading with this. It was pissing me off. Don't piss me off. So update. I just read the party scene where they see each other and talk to each other for the first time since New Year's Eve. You're joking. You're joking. You're Joey King. Just like seeing how Wes was acting and like trying to get under her skin and trying to be like their version of playful, but like obviously his feelings are hurting, and the way like his inner monologue. For instance, he says, "Good," I replied, hating that she was turning toward stranger small talk. I knew what kind of shampoo she used. I knew the color coding of her book annotations, and I knew the exact spot on her neck where a kiss would wreak havoc on her ability to breathe. Oh no, I must have the wrong book. I can't even fathom this. I understand why and how people are saying that Liz is super different, but as of right now, I totally understand why she's acting the way she is, and I think it's valid, especially if it ended on rocky terms. Like, I would be 100 times more bitter. Like, she's better than me for even acknowledging him and being civil, or at least trying to be civil to the best of her ability. Not me. It's a little later now. We've teleported to the room and I'm like 120 something pages in. Page check, we're on page 121. So far so good. A lot of it, I wouldn't really consider it groveling. It's just like a lot of encounters between them that's obviously awkward, but he so clearly is like obsessed with her and I'm obsessed with that. It's just so hard because I'm so understanding of Liz. I think that the way that she's acting is so justified. But it's like, obviously, it's such a weird switch up between the dynamic they had in the first book. Like, oh my god. I saw this girl's TikTok and it was using the audio from Gilmore Girls where Jess is confronting Rory and he's like, this isn't you. The whole like, why did you drop out of Yale?
I know you better than anyone. This isn't you.
That is literally Wes to Liz because she went from how she was in the first book to literally being an anti-romantic. Like the fact that her friends at UCLA are like, oh, that's classic Liz. And he's like, what do you mean? She went through it. We're gonna keep reading though. Hello, it's the next day. I honestly thought that I was going to be able to finish that book in one sitting, which I typically would do. I've just been having a time with school, okay? I feel like I've never locked in as much as I am now in this year, and I don't know where it came out of, but however, I don't have classes today because it's a Friday. Thank goodness. My first semester of college, I did 8 a.m. classes on Fridays. Don't know how, and I think I basically have superpowers now because of it. I honestly think that not getting far was kind of a blessing in disguise. I kid you not, I got into my room and I filmed that clip where I was like, okay, we're moving to the room, and I just knocked out. I'm pretty much in the same place as I was last update, but yeah, I basically have the whole day to read the book, which is really nice, and I'm excited because that I get to really savor it. But right now I'm about to go get lunch because I need to fuel myself before I read. So I'm gonna get food and then come back here and eat and then read. I'm gonna take you along with me. Gotta put the glasses on. Hey, me when I literally lied to you and myself, because why was I going around saying I'm gonna spend the whole day reading this book, I'm gonna finish this book? I did not read a single word, not a single peep, and here I am walking around all big and bad saying I'm out of my reading slump. Are you? Because that book went untouched. Reading vlog will go on though. It's just, that's pretty ridiculous, kind of embarrassing. The night is still young. We could get a few pages in there, but I surely thought I was gonna finish this in one day, maybe 2 max. Maybe we lie and say it's not because I was lazy. No, I was just too excited. I didn't want to finish it. Guys, come on. Guys, I've literally been sitting here the entire day just doing God knows what, but wish me luck because that's actually so bad. Okay, sorry, we're looking a little bit rough. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I got a little bit in between takes, and I didn't like get super far, but a good amount. Right now I'm at the part where Liz just ran out of like the interview that they were doing, but overall, other than the fact that a lot of this is like kind of really sad, Wes low-key has me giggling and like wiggling my toes. Not for free, you freak. He has like little remarks and comments that are so very Wes and makes me remember like why I've been so obsessed with him. I'm gonna keep reading though because I need her to finally fold. I don't know how she hasn't already folded, because me personally, if anything that man has said to her, he said to me, any of the sentences, I'm immediately running back to him. That's like crazy. Like, hold on, I was time-lapsing. I had to stop the video and discuss. Also, it's so hot in my room. 1 second. Why is it so hot? What do you mean? What do you mean? Currently, I'm on page 216 and we got Wes lore. It was really sad. And then tell me why Miss Thing says he cheated on her. I thought maybe she was just lying to him so that he would like leave it alone, but now the New Year's flashbacks are making sense, and her saying that she hated him. But I think he just lied. I don't know, creating theories before I even get there. I think he was probably just going through a hard time and didn't know how to deal with it, and like was trying to find the best way to get rid of her because he knows that she would be persistent and like there, and he didn't want to like hold her back, so he had to come up with something to hurt her, even though what is that logic? That's like boy logic to the max. But it's like super late at night, not even night, it's the next day, because I accidentally fell asleep, but then I started wanting to read again. Liz just found out about what Wes was really dealing with when he moved back home, and now we're gonna get the flashback to New Year's Eve. This is like the best part. I can't believe it took this. I think we're on page 293, so almost 300. We're finally gonna get like background context. I knew that he didn't cheat on her. There was no way that he cheated on her. Update, I was right. What do you mean that's your inner monologue and you cheated on her? Especially in the prologue when he was like, when he did what he did, I was like, there's no way he cheated on her. Personally, I loved their little blow-up argument and how they cleared the air. Don't know how productive it was, but at least she's single now, and he knows. I like The fact that he's still so persistent and determined, and him texting her and her being like, do you need something? And he said, honey, you have no idea. I need that man. Okay, different day. Hey, can you believe I haven't finished this book? I can't either. But yesterday I went to a concert, so I didn't have any time to read. Today I'm gonna do some work for school, and then I'm gonna come back and hopefully finish this book because I got pretty far in. I'm almost done. Last time we left off, we found out that Wes did not cheat on Liz. I'm like, duh. You're telling me that that's what his inner monologue looks like, and you're trying to, like, he's literally obsessed with her, and you're trying to tell me that he cheated on her. Please. So now he's like groveling / trying to win her over. I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated. Okay, right now, I'm currently at the part where they're at the Halloween party and he just found her. Why am I literally... I would fold so fast. I would fold so fast. What do you mean? He leaned down to whisper in her ear. Oh my god, that's like my love language. That's actually my love language. You can't be doing that. Why do you have me feeling some type of way? This is literally words on paper. And I'm over here like... Eee! Oh my god. If I didn't already consider him my book boyfriend, which he is one of them for sure, he's definitely made it up higher. I feel like this entire book is mostly like attesting to his character, just like showing us more of him, which I'm not complaining because I'm actually starting to become obsessed with him. Of course they're wearing matching costumes too, like come on. So now they're locked in the closet and they're gonna play 20 questions. It's not even funny. I think I'm in love with this man, with this idea of a man, this creation of a man. I don't know what, but that's a man right there, okay? I would also like to point out the fact that no matter how like pissed she is at him, she was like, what did she say? I realized as I watched him that I probably would have found him even if he hadn't been laughing because no one else moved like Wes. What do you mean? And how did she go from not recognizing him from the back to now like, obviously, but guys, it's not even funny. I feel like I'm like 13. I feel the same as when I was 13 and I discovered what Wattpad was before smut even. Oh my god. Guys, they kissed. Oh my god. You know what? I don't even blame her. Alright, me too, girl. Because I would have folded so fast even before we got locked into the attic. Even before, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not strong enough. But who cares? Like, what? I don't know why. Oh my god. Why are they getting freak bob? No, they're not. Calm down, Janelle, please. Licked into me? Oh my god, I need this man. I need this man expeditiously. I'm begging her, please don't self-sabotage. Please. I'm just begging her. Don't think. Why? Don't think. I just don't think. I was trying to find the word and I don't know what I was trying to say, but basically, don't pick what's logical. Please, for once. Just listen with your feelings. Listen to what other parts of your body are saying, not just your heart and your mind. Okay, thank you. Please look at this. Now you climb on me like a what? Like a what? This is absurd. This is ridiculous. Why am I going crazy over paper? It literally just looks like I've been in the same spot for the past how many days, but it's been a few hours. I had some stuff to do and we're finally gonna finish this book. That's all I have left, so I'll probably finish it in the next like 20 minutes or so. Guess who finished? I finished. I liked it. Let's talk about it. Where do I start? Where do I start? Literally, where do I start? This has been one of my most anticipated reads for a while now, reading slump or not. I'm so glad I finally got out of it like right before this release, but I was gonna figure out how to get through this, how to read this somehow, some way, like I was going to do it. Granted, it took me a few days, but we don't talk about it. Okay, I know it's probably like, what do you mean you're out of your reading slump? You literally read this in 4 days. I promise I would have read it in 1 if I just prioritized better. Okay, thank you. I need to get my like, first impressions out. I liked it. Okay, I know there are a lot of mixed reviews and opinions about this, but I honestly feel like it was kind of a vibe, but obviously it was very different from the first book, especially in the characters, but mostly Liz. I know everyone was getting at my girl because they were like, she's not the same person. Because in the first book, she was so bubbly and like wholesome and such a hopeless romantic, overall very enthusiastic, and then there's a drastic shift. She's just like kind of very standoffish. They describe her as anti-romantic, which is so not her, or at least who we saw her to be in the first book. Honestly, would you not be either? Because it was justifiable. I think she had every reason to act the way that she did. Okay, y'all, did she crash out? Yes, but also like for very good reason. Would you not be acting the same way if it was someone that you love, like your first love and probably the love of your life, and you've known him for like your entire life. I literally crash out over someone that I've known for 2 days. Like, not too much on my girl, please. I also just think this entire book, for the both of them, but like mainly Liz, because that's who we've seen the most change in. I think the book kind of shows just like emotional maturity and like changes in it, and also we're like the same age, so I personally feel like this resonated with me just because I know everyone is always like, oh, when you go from high school to college things become so different and like you change and blah blah blah. Having experienced that change recently, I can like attest to it. I feel like even in the span of a few months, I've witnessed other people and even like myself changed so drastically, or just in the way that their personality is. Yeah, I think it just shows like you're not going to be the same person as you were in high school, and especially because all of the reasons here were justifiable romantically in the sense of life. Like, there was just so much going on for the both of them, but I feel like absolutely discounting her character because you don't like the fact that she changed or she grew up is actually crazy, because it's just, girl, that's life. I don't know what to tell you, sorry. But yeah, I do feel like this book was a lot of Wes, which I'm not mad about. I loved seeing his inner monologue, and I do think it's so like got me good. It just makes me kind of sad because I don't think like boys actually think like that. I don't know, maybe I just have yet to meet someone who thinks like that, but the way that he's so obsessed with her and was absolutely, for example, losing his mind at the fact that they were making small talk like they were strangers even though they were literally in love and still are in love. I was like, oh, got me good. I just like the way that he handles things, although he is still just a boy. For instance, the whole telling her she like, I understand his intent. Him knowing that like she won't leave his side unless something horrible happens, or like if it's something unforgivable. So he tells her that he cheated on her is such a boy thing to do. Like, girl, why would you do that? Why was that the logical answer? Which it wasn't. You're still like a 20-year-old boy. Please, like, that was not our best option. I promise you that. I will say a couple things actually about the book. First, I heard a lot of people talk about how they think this was like a pointless book and they didn't need a sequel because it just felt like the entire book was groveling and just trying to reconcile. And honestly, I agree. I just don't think it was very productive. I don't think we needed to like change the storyline. And I know, Lynn, get that bag. I'm not yucking your yum. Get that bag. And I still ate it up. I ate up all of it. But I do think like it wasn't completely necessary. It was nice to have more of their story. And I also do think that it was a good reminder that like not everything ends at happily ever after. Their ending felt so perfect and better than the movies. And for this to come out and be like, what do you mean that they broke up? I thought that it was pretty realistic, but I also do think like a whole book out of it. Maybe we didn't need it. Regardless, I still read it. I still liked it. Sue me, sorry. Another thing that I don't know how to explain it. I liked Liz's plotline of her working in like sports media and stuff, but I think it's just like a book ick in general, not even specifically this book, mentioning any form of social media, anything that makes it like not timeless. Don't hate on me for this, because I know their whole thing is music, but just sometimes the insertion of music and lyrics, sometimes just I could not do it. But I say all of this very loosely and very lightheartedly because at the end of the day, who read it, who bought it? Me. Okay, it wasn't anything that was like make or break, like don't read this book because it has blah blah blah. No, like I just prefer books that are pretty timeless, but also kind of cool for it to be relatable to modern times. I don't know. Don't listen to me, but listen to me, please, because I would like to share my opinion with you. Final thoughts. I give this book a generous 4 out of 5 stars. Part of it is because I am just so biased and I love these characters. I also just have like a weird ranking system when it comes to books. I would say like 3.5, 4 stars, just because again, I do think that it wasn't completely necessary. She did her thing. She did the job. And I'm still glad I read it, still glad I bought it. Love Lynn Painter's books. I think that they're so fun. They just make me feel so girl. Like, I literally was sitting here kicking, giggling because I couldn't get enough of how much he was really putting in the effort. And I was like, in what world would any boy in college be doing that much? I don't know. Let me know if you know. She's just so good at intimate moments and also just like the small details. She's very detail oriented, which I love so much because I'm the type of person that like prefers sentimental intimacy over like physical intimacy. For example, I will love a slow burn book, just any book where it takes forever for them to finally break that tension in comparison to like an insta love smut, like you're mine type of book, because those ones freak me out a little bit. Please seek help. Just kidding. Everyone likes what they like. We'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I really loved filming this. I should do more reading vlogs, especially getting out of my reading slump. I kind of want to document it because there are so many books that I have ready to read. Hopefully, I see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!